Hello, girls. Welcome back to No Pick Me's Allowed. Today, we're going to watch one of my favorite YouTubers. She's talking about how we keep birthing our oppressors. Let's keep watching.
I talked about this a few times in a few videos in several of my live streams, right? I'm going to try to put this into perspective for you guys to really understand what's happening here. As a woman who's giving birth to sons, you are birthing your future oppressors. There are so many women who came before me who have said this, and y'all blew it off and y'all call them extreme. But nobody's extreme. If you really stop to think about it, you're birthing your oppressors. Who are the number one oppressors of women and girls? Men. So when you have a son and he's this cute little baby, he's gonna grow up and either be the ones making these laws that restrict women's rights and girls' rights, or he's going to be a pusher, the average man who works at the microwave factory.
That's why when people are like, oh my God, you're getting older, like, when are you gonna have kids? I just side eye them, right? Especially if they have sons. I side eye them because that cute little baby is not going to stay a baby forever. That baby's going to have its own ideology. They're going to think a certain way that's different from everybody else. They're going to be their own person, right? And what if they turn gay, right? What if they are non-binary? Are you still going to like that kid? What if that kid grows up, they don't go to college, they don't follow the normal path? Are you still going to like that kid? Maybe you won't. Deep down, you won't. Okay, what if that baby grows up and he becomes an abuser and he hates women and he hates all women, right? And he votes to oppress us, right? Well, that's what's happening right now. Do you know how many people are voting for Trump? And they know that Trump plans on he plans on ending our abortion access, ending anything that has to do with reproductive rights. He's ending all of that. The guy that I'm dealing with right now, he looks like he wants to vote for Trump because he feels like women have gotten out of hand and needs to be basically placed back into order. And so they all feel that way. Even the guy that you're with, even the guy that you met 2 years ago, they all feel that way. It's very rare to meet men that are feminists and that support women and that don't bash women. I mean, for example, look at Red Pill. Look at that side of YouTube, right? And you really want to tell me that those aren't your oppressors? And you want to keep birthing sons? And guess who those sons are going to look up to? Those guys. They're going to go on YouTube and they're going to find these guys talk about women need to be put in their place and they need to be inferior to us and they need to be humbled, right? And so, yeah, she's right. Anyways, y'all, let's keep watching.
Who's going to perpetuate this patriarchy? See how that works? So your son is either going to grow up to make the laws that oppress women and girls, or they're not going to have any power. Let's be real. 99% of y'all sons are just going to work at the microwave factory, right? But even though they don't have any power, they're going to help perpetuate patriarchy. They're going to be the ones on podcasts and social media talking about we need to go back to the 20s and the 50s when women couldn't vote and women couldn't have their own house and women couldn't take care of themselves. That's what they're going to be pushing. That's patriarchy pushing. That's what I like to call it, right? So when you have sons, right, you're birthing your oppressor. These men who are making these laws was once a cute, cuddly little son that I can assure you the mother or father never thought that they were going to be the ones to grow up, oppress women, harm women, take away women's rights, our little girls, our little boys, our women, right? SA, y'all know what I'm saying, right? Unalive people, over in certain parts of Africa, they're still doing the cutting of the clitoris, right? And stuff like that of little girls. Why are y'all worried about a little girl's clitoris? I don't really understand that. But they're still doing this stuff, right? Y'all's sons are the ones destroying the planet. Y'all sons, right? Now, if you guys are like, I already know a lot of you guys are going to say, well, you guys need you need our seed to procreate. Well, actually, they're showing that there's like a DNA genetic fluid that is like a fertilizer that they can extract from a woman's bone marrow and fuse that with the woman's egg, and boom, a baby. Now, I don't know how long it's going to take for them to start like really marketing this and showing this, but if you guys haven't figured it out yet, women technically don't need you guys to procreate anymore. Now, if y'all want to keep procreating with these males, go right ahead. Like I said, I'm not really affected by that all that much. The only way this type of stuff affects me is because when I walk outside, I have to worry about being R'd and SA'd by y'all's sons. I have to worry about being harassed by y'all's sons, right? I don't know if I'm going to be unalived this week because of y'all's sons. When we talked about a while back that the only reason why going outside at night is terrifying is because of people's sons, males, y'all's son.
I was watching this show, I think it was called Good Doctor, right? And this lady comes in, she's young, probably teens, something like that. And something was the matter, but the parents wanted her to basically cut her clit off. She didn't want to really, and then the doctor was trying to see what the lady really wanted, right? The lady ended up going against the parents and the patient, because the patient started to side with the parents that no, she does want her clit off, but deep down the doctor knew like no, she wants her clit. Every woman wants her clit. And the doctor ended up keeping her clit on. And so the grass isn't always greener on the other side. A lot of people feel like African men are the solution to their dating problems, and it is not. Because the way that your tongue is so free in America, you cannot talk to men like that in Africa because that's their place, right? They run the show in that continent. You don't. Men know where they stand in that country, and they know that they're above women. They know it. And they won't be afraid to let you know. They won't be afraid. So yeah, keep birthing these cute little boys, and you think being a boy mom is so cute, it's so adorable. That's why you see all these sons in the newspaper, on the news channels, unaliving their mothers because they were your oppressors all along. They are your enemies. When will you realize that? I don't know. I don't know what else Princella has to show you. I don't know what else this lady on the screen that's talking to you has to show you. But we're showing you every day that these men are not your friends. That even your own kids that you birth can be your enemy. The child that you're thinking about birthing right now could be your demise. If only you knew. Do some research and come back and let me know if we're wrong. Anyways, y'all, let's keep watching.
I'm going to keep saying this. Women and girls, and other men too, are going to grow up to be afraid of y'all's sons. I don't know how many ways I can say that. It is your sons. And so many of y'all live in a state of delusion, and you live in a perpetual state of cognitive dissonance because, and you're also delusional because you're like, oh, not my son, not my son. I'm pretty sure that Hitler's mother would have never thought that her cute little bouncy little baby, I don't know if he was a cute baby or not, but y'all get my point, right? Was going to grow up and do all the atrocious things that he did. No woman ever thinks it's going to be her son. But somehow, lo and behold, it's always somebody's son that wreaks havoc on the planet, on children, women, girls, everybody. The planet, the animals. I mean, what the hell is deer hunting season about? Which I know that they said deers are overpopulated or whatever, and it's needed to get rid of them. But why, right? We go outside every day and we see unalived cat or dog or squirrel in the streets because males created cars that we all use. That do we need? No, we don't really need this stuff. it's all just convenience, because there was a time when humans got along just fine without this stuff, right? So we're out here unaliving squirrels by accident. So these mother squirrels are losing their babies to like cars running them over. I'm just go with me here, right? Every problem in society is attributed to y'all's sons. Okay?
If you ask these mothers, they think that their sons are God's gift. To ask one of them, my grandmother till this day will brag about her dusty ass son, how he got good grades and he was a football player in middle school. That dusty ass man is probably still living home with her, never tried to get his own place, knocked up a Spanish bitch, and now he probably still living there with her ass, talking about, oh, well, he pays a cable bill. Girl, bye. Anyways, y'all, subscribe and like for more nonsense like this that you do need to know. Bye.